Greetings!
Hey guys!
Stop it!
We're coming to you live from San Diego. It's such a beautiful, beautiful day today. We're enjoying the sunshine and enjoying this beautiful Ganesh and Shawn's house. And we wanted to talk to you about an amazing opportunity that's happening for the fourth time this year. And this time, 2018, it's happening on the big island of Hawaii. And I'm so excited that Shawn said yes to coming back. And he's been an integral part of our Transformational Intensive for Extraordinary Facilitators, because Shawn's absolutely one of the most extraordinary facilitators I've ever had the pleasure of meeting.
Where'd you get that idea?
Shawn's amazing.
I'm so amazing.
I met Shawn 9 years ago. Yeah, 9 years ago. And it was my first taste of Tantra. And my very first meeting of Shawn was at this class that he was having, that he'd put people on the hot seat. And so someone's in the center and people could ask them anything. And so Shawn was the moderator and people were raising their hands and he's like, Louis, you can go. Katie, you can go. And then he raised his own hand and say, Shawn. And I'd never seen anything like it. It was just this beauty of the confidence and the humor and just the sacredness in that he holds space. And it's this perfect blending of humor and sacredness and this love of Tantra that I really, really appreciate the blending and merging as Shawn facilitates.
Yeah, thank you for that. And this particular course that you're offering is, I find it so interesting because like Monique has this really interesting approach of how she's gathered all the stuff that she does. And then she's enrolled Peter to jump on the Monique train and do more of the same. And so, okay, choo choo. And so,
it's a fun train.
I'm just blessed that I'm one of these people that have helped influence and brought parts of who you are out further and further and further. And so I remember we were sitting at my house and I said, you should really just do your thing. Like you should do like what you do and then help people to understand and explore that. And out came the Extraordinary Facilitators event.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Shawn, what do you think is the biggest benefit from people attending an event like this? Like because there's all these different perspectives, all these amazing teachers coming together under one roof, and you get a lot of information thrown at you. But what do you feel like is the biggest benefit?
It's going to be individual. Each person's going to get their own thing. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to say like, oh, if you come to you'll get this, because I think that's one of the gifts of this particular training is that there's not. Like everyone's going to have their own experience because there's so many opportunities to be opened up that not everyone will get the same thing. Yeah. And maybe that's a benefit, is that it's a very unique experience. So it's not particularly easy to sell like what the thing is that a person will get, because what Peter teaches and what Monique teaches and what I teach are three totally different things in how we approach stuff. But it doesn't mean we can't come together with other people and explore how I'm going to do my thing and how they're going to do their thing and how we can do that to make sense of life, to be in purpose, to let that inner calling come out. And so what I'll say, based on what you're asking, Peter, is like more so what I think the benefit is if you have a calling, if it's inside of you, if there's a part of your heart or your soul or your want, to have an interesting experience of more of what Monique's done in her past and who she's gathered together to facilitate, then there's something there that is so absolutely special, and that it shouldn't be something you pass on. That the call is to very few people. There's only 20 people, is that right? Yep. There's only 20 people who are going to be able to take this calling on this time around. And if you
4 tickets are gone already.
So there's 16 people. Is my math right?
Yes.
Yes.
So the point being is that there's only a few individuals, a small sampling, who can actually say yes to this. And by saying yes to this experience is to say yes to that part of you that probably is dormant and wanting to get out. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Can I be Larry King for a minute?
Sure.
Ask another question?
Sure, of course.
Can we say hi to Kristen first?
No.
Kristen's coming to the Big Island. Hi, love.
Hi, Kristen. So, why are you passionate about Tantra? Like, what do you get the most out of living Tantra and breathing Tantra and teaching Tantra as much as you do?
Do you teach Tantra, Shawn?
Well, facilitate, whatever the word you want to use, but it's moving through your being, and other people are allowed to experience it when they're in your presence.
Well, my desire is to share Tantra in a way that helps people remember what's already probably like innate inside of them. But you know, to answer the question deeper, you know, why do I do what I do? It's because I don't have a choice. And the sense is, like, I do have a choice, but I wouldn't want any other choice. That's the point. Like, I've got it. You get to a point in life where the choices become easier and easier and easier, so that you're not in question, you're not in doubt. There's just a flow, a natural happening occurring. Mm-hmm. And Tantra really supported me in that. That gave me permission to stop the, what if I miss out on something? What if I'm not enough? What if I don't have everything I need? So Tantra's really helped me to remember, like, okay, that's never going to be the truth. You're never going to have it all. You're never going to get everything. But instead, to come into a place like, I'm on the adventure. And that's why I want to share that with people, because I see so many people trapped. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if there's a part of you that's saying, I really would like to go to this event,
but I'm stuck,
or I'm in doubt, or I don't know if I'm enough, or if I don't have enough resources, like, you know, money's a real thing. Like, I don't have enough money to go this. The moment that someone says yes to something like this, it all seems to open up. Because I teach, you know, stuff that people have these issues, and I see it all the time. And that's like, to me, that's the start of the class. And so getting together with other human beings that are interested in doing this, like, that's like really amazing, and super important, because there's a lot of people who have gifts and wisdom and information that they want to share, but they're not allowing themselves to share it. So this class gives people permission to look at what that is and how they can deliver that. So I'm really down with that, and that's why I teach Tantra, is for that very reason.
Okay, thank you.
We're so excited to have Shawn come and bring all of those gifts. And like, one of the beauties is what Peter was asking to is, in having 4 years of this now, then I watched how it's so unique, how it shows up. When someone says yes, then the thing is that each of these teachers, each of us, are bringing our deepest passion, and we're bringing it contemporarily. Like, what are we so excited about right now? What's really working? What, if we were to answer the question, what's an extraordinary facilitator? What's an extraordinary way of living? Then we're bringing that. Mm-hmm. And so then every single person that's showing up, then that's what I hear time and time again after the course is, you know, I just felt this yes. And now I've gotten so much beyond what I could have imagined. And like, there's this beautiful, like, my son signed up a couple of years ago, and one of my really good friends from Toronto signed up, and they ended up falling in love at the course, and like, they're getting married now.
Wait a minute. Are you selling that you can get married if you go to this course?
Maybe.
Absolutely.
Anything's possible. That's the beauty, is that you just say yes and you come and show up. And we've had other people that like have waited their whole life to be able to actually hang their shingle out and say, you know, this is who I am. And within 2 weeks, 3 weeks after the course, they're like, you know, why did I wait so long? And so it's this unique opportunity in sitting with 20 other individuals, and we have 7 amazing teachers. We have 3 assistants, that you just get to be in this beautiful environment in Hawaii. Like, so your stuff gets to really get shook up and looked at in a way that you might not have ever looked at it. And you're totally supported in feeling like there's no way that you could ever be too much, that you've always been more than enough, and getting to really dive into what's the magic and the gifts that's you. And so whether you're wanting to offer that to family and friends and lovers, or your own life, whether you're wanting to offer that to clients or to workshop attendees, then there's this whole framework put into place for you to get to discover what those gifts are for you.
Can I share a story of an attendee that came to this class? Mm-hmm. This is kind of this is a different approach. So when I asked this person after the class, and like 7 months had gone by, I said, well, you know, what was the greatest benefit for you going to that course? And they said, it helped me clarify what I didn't know was going on with me, because I thought I wanted to do A, B, and C, and through that course, it became so crystal clear that I actually didn't want that, and it put me on the right track. So that, for instance, they thought they wanted to be a cuddle party facilitator. And then they realized, like, whoa, I have way more that I want to do than that.
Yes.
And so what had happened is it blew up on them. And because there was so many approaches and so many gifts of coming back to you. That's what this class is about, like coming to your true message so you can deliver your message.
I think it helps distill what it is people really want.
Right. Which means you might have to understand what you don't want.
Exactly. But what I've gained from feedback from people who've come to this class is that they seem to realize or have an epiphany of what it is that they really want, what they want to create more of, and how to let go of all of the bullshit that's holding them back and really jump feet first into what they really want to create in life.
Yeah.
So we'll put the details in the link itself once we post this video, but the dates are November 1st through the 8th of this year. It's on the Big Island of Hawaii. We've taken over this whole off-grid retreat center. It's really beautiful, an amazing kitchen. We have a big temple space that they use for festivals that we just get for ourselves, and a smaller temple space to be able to explore on evenings. There's an outdoor hot tub. We're like 5 miles from the naked beach. There's so many amazing I don't know what's another word I can use, just like beautiful natural phenomenon. So if you haven't been to Hawaii, the Big Island is a beautiful space to start exploring nature and exploring yourself and your gifts in nature.
Yeah, we have a large communal space. We have a big sound system, a nice hardwood floor to dance on. We're going to be doing yoga. So this isn't just like, oh, we're going to come and sit and chat the whole time. Like, we're going to be moving our bodies and having some fun as well.
So I want to also share that if there's a part of you that has fear, or there's a part of you that's concerned, or there's a part of you that's in question around it, that you reach out to Monique and Peter. You talk to them, ask them questions, let them know what's going on with you, because it's easy to get in our heads and make lots of stories. And also, don't let be Hawaii the only reason why you're going, because you are going to be doing some personal introspective work to grow and evolve and to be on. It's not just a Club Med vacation. And if you've never been to the Big Island, This is not pina coladas and mai tais on the beach. This is a extremely alive land that literally births. It births everyday land. And I used to live there, and I lived about 15, 20 minutes away from where the retreat center is going to be. And there's one thing I can say from living there for 5 years is that this is not a place to take lightly. If you're looking for transformation within yourself, I can't think of a better environment to make it happen. But it's serious and it's for real, because the island will eat you up and spit you out, which Monique knows all too well about. If you're not taking that place serious, and that's the environment we're going to. And I'm so thankful that she's allowing this to happen. The name of the event is
Transformational Intensive for Extraordinary Facilitators.
Cannot think of a better place to experience transformation than on the Big Island of Hawaii.
Thank you.
So if there's anyone watching this and they're excited about anything that you've shared, like what would be the tipping point? Like what would you say, this is why you really want to come?
The real reason you want to come, again, is because your heart is saying it's time. That's the reason to come.
Yeah.
Not because of a hot tub or because of great food, but because your heart is saying it's time. And all those other things will help lubricate the experience and make sure that it's an enjoyable experience. But this is for real. Like, get your message out there. It's time. It's time. This world is ready for you.
No really more holding back.
Yes, please.
Like you
please,
get to
please.
come and be as big as you are.
Yes,
we give you permission and we encourage you. And every moment there's this allowance of you to get to discover and be in this live laboratory with cheerleaders, with encouragement of you getting to show up as you in each moment. So please check in with us if you have any questions. If you're intrigued and you want to know more, we'd love to share with you, and we'd love to play with you and transform with you in Hawaii. Thanks, Shawn.
You're welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Aloha ke kua.
Aloha.
Mahalo.